Hearing you. DLL file installed and working okay?
Seems to be.
Cool.
Seems to be. And Twitch seems to be working also, so that's good.
Nice. I just see where you are.
Tap out, it doesn't like doesn't like it when you're in a circus cart and you tab out.
No. No, that doesn't go well.
Energy reappropriation in progress.
Okay. Why do I not have incoming Blasty Boy? I should have the Blasty Boy.
Bing.
I am sending Blasty Boys, right? No cards requested.
Juicing up. I would like a couple's question mark.
Say hi. Okay, but just lay down then.
I request sanity checking at the Thieves at the Coal Cabins production area.
Can you take something in a room?
Go back to the teleporter and re-teleport to where you are.
So, can I move that far from the teleporter, but evidently I did.
Yeah, I would stop walking further away. Because otherwise it's going to get very hard for you to get back.
See the teleporter.
It should be... I'll see if I can... Basically, you haven't properly transitioned to where you are. You have the segment, but your position isn't quite right. No, you don't have to quit.
Too late.
Well, because yeah, all you need to do is basically, if that happens, just look down at your teleporter, re-teleport back to where you are, and it fixes it instantly. But as I said, if you can come and tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong with these minecarts, because I mean, it's got a storage with the thing it wants to send. It's got freight set target stock with the thing it wants to give. It's got a route to get out of there. Take it away. And it's got somewhere to take it and it won't go there. CC, not C5 in this case. So,
I'm
if you
gonna
want
miss
what? Sorry?
this.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to get something else there at the same time, but I don't know. I'll come over there.
I just wasn't sure how long it was going to take for this thing to build.
Probably a bit, actually. So, yeah. Slap that bad boy down. And get out of the center. Because, it's where the hole starts. It has a few batteries, so I don't know how fast it's gonna sort itself. Also, make sure to check its status messages to make sure it's happy. Yeah, it's doing its gantry check. So I believe I put 8 Mark V batteries there that should be charged. So that'll be fun.
10,000. Nature cannot deploy due to obstruction of alloyed space window.
Oh, just wherever it is, just break it. I thought I cleared them all out, I guess not. Well, we're off to a good start. Suggestion: put some Mark V power boosters in your Alpha suit inventory.
Probably would make sense.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Hey, Silent Souls. We use teleporters, but you can also set your spawn point using the
clone machine
cryopod.
thing.
Yeah, there's a clone pod or something. Let me look at a manufacturer real quick.
Yeah, so I spawned back to the spawn room and then teleported down here.
Was it under? Out of rooms. We use the cloning vat. But yeah, so cloning vat teleporter. It's great. I can see literally nothing wrong with my bomb, carts that appeared in the sand. So I'm coming that way to look at that end again, because
Search complete. Mr. Keys, how are you doing this morning? We are currently in the process of trying the Magma core. I'm just watching it to make sure that it does actually start. Debugging. Good. So today we're gonna. The plan is to deploy the Magma core and destroy one of the spawners. Maybe we'll see how we go from there. But that is the goal, to deploy the Magma core, destroy one of the spawners. And we're going to probably end up taking a break from streaming FortressCraft Evolved for a little while. Don't worry, we're still returning in November. It's one of those things that we don't want to completely burn ourselves out on the game. And there's been a lot of work that's gone into it so far. So we will probably be taking a short break from the game. Just because we don't want to burn ourselves out. And we want to make sure that when it is time to come. And the service game is kind of... I've kind of gotten to a point where it's a hard balancing act, right? Because if I build too many defenses too early, then people... it may hurt the donations, because people don't feel like there's a chance that they can kill us, right? And so if I build too massive of a defensive force, then it's going to be hard for the bugs to overcome it. If I don't build enough, then we'll just die a lot and we'll make it fun. So it's trying to balance that level defenses with fun. Yeah, and we were kind of at like 3 days a week, and then we get excited and we play like 4 days sometimes, and then other weeks we'd do 5. I was hoping that Saints Row was going to kind of fill that one of those days until it come out and it was complete garbage. We were hoping that Dual Universe was going to do that until the devs came out and said, please don't play our game. We know we made a wonderful game and it's amazing and awesome, but we're just going to change some stuff to make it unfun. So I've had several games that I've tried to play and it's just not done well for us. Well, yeah, Camel Box will still spawn. So I wanted to have something to take care of them. but you'll need different types of defenses. You'll need stuff to get rid of the cryo. $60,087.
After this, we destruct the drill.
So as it is we're still, and the whole time we're doing this, we have to be able to defend against the cryo.
Oh, I fixed the freight thing.
Okay.
So it turns out I had a corrupt mass storer. Which is annoying because I just built it, but that happens sometimes. Super build is particularly nasty on it.
So then the next question is just taking a break from this. I don't want to go full on into GTA because it's just not. I don't think it's sustainable for me. I can't keep enough stuff going to keep GTA interesting on a regular basis. So I'm not sure where to go. I have been having fun with roguelite Full of Heaven games lately.
Viewing area. Just up here, Paul.
Got it.
Requires 1,000 million power to put the drill together. This could be a while. Okay.
There's a stream idea on Discord. There's like a suggested games. There's all kinds of stuff. I'm probably gonna change. So in the stream section, there's a stream, extra live stream like this, games to keep in mind, Twitch guide, and stream guidance. There's a subsection that's like games. I don't know. I think that was just me. Yeah, that was just. So there's some things that me and Pete have a lot of conversations in the background about games and stuff like that.
Well,
There are some new. Go ahead, Pete.
Sorry. No, you go.
There are some games that we're kind of keeping an eye on. We're waiting to see if they are gonna develop into something good. Waiting for multiplayer on a lot of stuff. There's Common Hood, which the multiplayer isn't ready yet. There is Tectonica. We're waiting for multiplayer for. They're chromatic lenses. You need a chromer. You basically take a lens, a normal lens, and chrome it. So you need chromium. It's the frozen factory thing. Hi, Mika. Say hi. I'm Mika. I don't stick my face on the screen very often, but I'm the Mika, and I'm the doctor. Other percent are not. They're a flat number. Sorry, I'm giving pets. Can I help you? Okay. Yeah. So I don't think I have it in my back. So uh, so you'll see if I take this out. So it's 320 if I take it out, and it jumps to 1600. But it's a flat rate. Yeah. If I step in that beam, it doesn't tickle.
So it seems I've failed us and forgotten about the part where it needs 100 million power. Sorry, 1,000 million power.
I should just take, well,
I really don't know why the power gen is slowed down though.
do they
Like-
need it to build up?
Unless... Let me try something real quick.
So, and then this is the this is what we're building to go down and have a chat with this guy.
Nope, this makes no sense to me.
I'm sure it'll be fine. And then eventually what will happen is we will do the same sort of setup from here. This is just the beginning setup to kind of keep or to get down here. And then we'll start adding freeze on. And then The only problem with the Chrome ones is when you put them in like this, you die.
Did we crash something? Oh no, there's numbers sticking over there.
Let's go a little ways, build another one. We'll eventually get to where we're going. Is there a distance on the deserts before they stop working?
There's obstruction rules. If you placed even a single block of alloyed window in between them, you stop them. But no, there's no obstruction rules. Aside from that. I mean, range limits, sorry.
Things should be getting lunch.
It's entirely possible that segments needed to be reloaded once you got down there. Unless, of course, we have crashed something. And... because these numbers aren't making sense. It's saying we're generating we're putting 2,000 power per second into the Magma core. But every single one of these is generating like, well, they're generating 16k, or if they're stuck, they're generating, 9k.
Do we need to restart to be sure?
If we restart, we've got to wait for it to redo its goddamn clearance again. As I don't know if the Magma core saves its state properly. Let me log into the server, take a quick look. To be fair, I probably should have restarted the server earlier. Oh, this log file is only small. It's only nearly 2 million lines.
Oh, good. As long as it's not too much. I've got it up to 6K. Pumping the Smart 5 battery into it.
Probably need to go around and remove all the inventory panels.
Come here. What?
I think we're having issues with this.
I wonder.
Huh. Hello, Black Void. Oh, I deliberately broke the outer layer of, batteries, just in case. I've already tried that. Because yeah, I had the same thought if maybe we were losing power somehow.
You're not eating.
Yeah, it's confused about how big the multi-block should be. Yeah, the remaining blocks for the other side are sitting on the ground next to it.
Finley didn't want to transfer power.
So all those mass storage inventory panels need to go. They are throwing errors.
Oh.
Probably not helping our segment updates. I'm currently scanning the cold caverns by hand to find if we've got any here. But I think most of them are on the surface.
God.
Well done. Give me a minute. I'll head over there and get it off of you. You gotta hit enter after typing. server's definitely seeming to be unwell, because yeah, if you're having issues getting segment data, we've got a problem. Alright, let's... I know there's a couple on the surface of the panels that have got to go. So why don't we get rid of those, save and restart quickly, and cross our fingers that that's not too bad of a time loss in the Magma Ball.
Well, the thing is if I pump the other battery into it, it does seem to do it, but obviously I don't want to handicap our defense by pumping our power into it. Now it's saying my P, it's at 20,000 coming down.
But yeah, it's been really strange. Like, the numbers don't make sense. Now, whether or not the math isn't actually accurate on the panel, and you know, I don't really know, but like, okay, that panel's gone. You're gone. All panels must go. Are there anywhere that you know of that you've added the mass storage inventory panels?
Right.
Okay, so it's just me. Well, let's hope I remember them all then. Reload. Yes. Yep. That is what I said. Damn it, there's still one somewhere. There is, so there's one I don't know about some... Sorry?
If the Dazzlers don't think they have enough power. They're only at like half power.
Oh, they have a charge up cycle. So when they're ready to charge, they'll pull power in and not pull power in beforehand.
Oh.
But yeah, so somewhere on a mass storage we've got more of these inventory panels. But I don't know where to look for it. Okay.
I only remember the couple that were put for the manufacturing.
I think I got them all. Also, warning, LFGP took 384 milliseconds too long to update. So, I guess, we've, yeah. We're hammering the server.
Oh, the server's not showing signs of being hammered.
Yeah, but I mean, as in the server processes in FortressCraft, it's not happy with us. It is no longer, however, throwing errors, so I guess I got them all. The one I couldn't find was sitting over on the bug part storage. So yeah, while you're on the surface, visit the... Oh yeah, you have visited the C5, good. Not C5, CPH. Because once you've got the CPH loaded, the Magma board should give you a time readout at the top of the screen. Should update live. With how long?
It's when I recorded the project. Not updated.
Yeah, I've come down here to it. It says it's an hour, 37 minutes, and 38 minutes. So it's an hour, 40 minutes it reckons it's going to take to build the drill. So the question is, do we Do we just leave it and let it go then? And, you know, cross fingers. What are your thoughts?
Well, the worst case scenario, if we restarted, is it's what, 30 to 45 minutes. We should be doing a lot faster, right?
Should be, I think. Problem is, I'm not sure. Like, see, if it's just that PPS counter is wrong, which who knows, then nothing's wrong and it's fine. If that count is not wrong, that counter can't be right, because it's saying that we're doing, or they're currently doing like 30 power per second, and yet supposedly we just dumped 0.1 of a million power in there. So no, that number's got to be wrong.
Another not updated correctly.
Yeah, so consider that one a bug. So, my bad. Yeah, working with the info we got, yeah. Now it says there's 0 power per second. So... yeah. Alright, well. Hour 36 minutes. I'm gonna set up cryo bombs.
I'm setting up birthday cake toppers.
Nice.
Oh. Hey, I don't know why you're firing.
Oh. You've got both a fake and a real one.
Oh, the fake one you can do.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Just next time you load the segment, it'll be fine.
This thing supposedly does 60,000 damage per second.
So
if anything gets in its range, it should just melt. I'm kind of sad because I don't know if anything's going to ever get close enough to activate these things.
well, if they do, they're gonna feel a little warm. But isn't it amazing how just playing the tiniest bit of a game with that's similar in, controls with reverse mouse buttons can screw you up so bad?
It wouldn't be so bad, but the aesthetics between Minecraft and FortressCraft, and when I see the aesthetic, just the fact that they're based on multiple blocks. And no other reason than that is enough to throw you off.
Fake CPH, that's what I'm doing. I need to get some hoppers. I need some hoppers and some poppers and some toppers. Okay. Let's just... What do you mean? Oh. Yep, that makes sense.
Uh, 189,000 per second. It's close. But I only need like 200 more jet turbines to keep one of these things powered then. Problem is it doesn't say how long. And I seriously doubt it uses 189,000 power per second. It shows the power capacity to show how much. That's really the question is how much power per second. Because like how long does the 189,000 power last?
Yeah.
Oh. The problem is I don't know if anything's going to actually get close enough for this thing to fire. There's way too much anger between it and the bugs. Five boys. Rose. It's crap.
Sorry?
Spider Bro's losing his crap.
He does that sometimes. We tell him to get therapy, but he doesn't listen.
Let's get bullet therapy right now.
want to see some cryo bombs in action?
Sure. Otherwise, I think melt stuff, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless I spawn monsters straight in front of me.
Down beside the magma ball. These work on line of sight, so they need a moment.
Done.
Get the rest out of my inventory, I hope. Oh no, still got a few more to get rid of. So, yeah, they scan for a target. They've decided to go over there.
I think they're bombing nothing.
Oh no, they're definitely bombing stuff. They're cleaning up down here.
Yeah, I see that, but on my screen, that's different.
They just did over there. Alright, here's one leaving now. Yeah, you could... Okay. Follow this one. See?
No, I see it doing it. I just. Unless they're just taking out a massive hole. Yeah, okay, just taking out a massive hole.
Yeah, so... Now that I've got all of the ones out of my inventory, do that.
Trying to have a
Like that,
conversation with the cryo. And express our displeasure and
I don't know. This should, assist with clearing just a bit. this is why I wanted to get the sulfur set up.
Yay, sulfur.
You like all the red cones going everywhere?
Yeah, should just get worse this time.
Of course, then they are doubling up, unfortunately, but, yeah, no, it's, definitely clearing up a bit. Probably be a little more effective if I just do this. And then immediately run out of power. Yeah.
Small assault.
Well, you know. And we've got standing room now. But they'll basically, until they decide they're blocked, they will scan, turn, scan, and just keep going.
Just keep pushing up. Or looking.
That's it. In line of sight, so I cleared out the crystals so that they can see through it. And see through it, they are. Yeah, so we're almost halfway there. Okay, so. Now it's not getting power?
It's not, but it is. I don't. Like it forgets to load power every once in a while.
Yeah, these are charged up. Okay, well, let's. Yeah, and these are on. No, they're not all on. You never finish. Can you reassemble the rest of these row of battery components? Mark 5s, just the inner row. So it's now currently draining these pretty quick. Yeah, I don't get it. But hey, I mean, as long as it keeps charging, I guess. You're not meant to understand?
Ouch.
Ow. I'm gonna play amongst the radiation for a minute. Got a dumb thought. There's a battery there, laser. I'm wondering if it's not properly registering the power source. So I'm putting batteries between the ends of lasers and things. Try and convince it. Need a work light.
For a second.
So I'm wondering if my problem is partially my laser double adapter thing that I've got going down here. Whether it's not handing off power correctly and thus being very unhappy. Yeah, I was doing some rather dodgy shenanigans down there. Well, we're down to an hour at least, so... Nothing else, you know. We should have the, Drill up and running for end of stream, and at least one Inferno going, and Cryo kill, hopefully. So, we know the future reference. Could we do the cold caverns while doing the surface world? You shouldn't. We could, but you shouldn't.
Yep, because it's a problem.
Which, you know,
At this point, it's not even the server that's having a problem. The numbers I'm seeing from the server say the server itself is fine. I'm not seeing anything from the server that says, "Oh my God, I tapped out something." I don't understand where the bottleneck is.
Yeah, I think this one would be 8. I'd have to sit down and chat with DJ and have him explain to me where the problem is here, because
our memory, we're only using 14 gigs of memory, 20% CPU growth. I have a couple of CPUs that are up in the there's one at the 60% range, there's one spiking to 60. It's chugging along rather well. Unless it's just a timing issue where the server is just not allowed to go as fast as it can.
maybe. I mean, we might have hit a hard-coded limit.
Maybe one of those things that, the old, why would you ever need more than 64, kilobytes of cache? That's crazy. Why would you ever need more than that? Why would you ever need to update build orders more than...
Famous quotes that never held up in time. Why would you need a hard drive bigger than 8 meg?
Yeah, like there's no hard drive access. There's no. I'm not seeing anything that would say this is the problem. Well, you know, that's what we do. We find the limits and stuff. I just keep
I'm
throwing
gonna try
hardware at it.
something. I'm gonna try something that's probably not a good idea. At
Well,
least for my
that's what-
connection.
Why would we start now?
I'm gonna crank the rate up real quick.
Oh, good.
To everyone watching stream, this could cause Plum Stream to drop for a moment. If it does, I apologize. Give us a minute and it'll be back if it does. Command Plum is rate, just in case, and it's currently set to 512. This is gonna go well.
The hardware could get changed. The Ethernet jumped up.
Oh yeah, I'm probably having some packet loss now.
You sound like a robot.
Wonder why. So,
Well, that's stabilized now. It jumped
how's
up.
your,
It still
how's
says
your
it's
stream?
up. Doesn't say I'm dropping frames yet.
Because I basically just unleashed it to 8,000 updates.
Change the time here.
So just in case we're having, network throttle problems, but I mean,
But the network just dropped to almost nothing.
alright.
But
Is it seriously happy and running completely happy with, an unlimited rate?
I don't think it's transferring. I think if we start running around the server and doing crazy stuff, it's cause problems. And I'm sure if I start flying around, like towards the
I have some packet loss. Not too bad.
flying down sending areas, it's spiking. It's that was only for me traveling. I didn't see one of the CPUs spiked in for
Well, so as long as we don't go anywhere. we can actually maintain unlimited. Cool. I would point out that it just jumped to 22 megabits.
I'm playing back.
Well,
Now that I've gotten there, stop again. It drops down. It's only when I travel.
well, okay, I guess it's not a data rate issue we're having. I was wondering if maybe we weren't getting some of the updates and thus, you know, it wasn't quite syncing up.
Seeing it's
Like some power, please.
50,000 FPS now.
Yeah, I went through and redid a bunch of the laser lines to try and persuade it to work right. But yeah, everything under the geothermals has been redone. The entrance hole is down here.
No, it's fine. I was just looking to make sure they're all fine.
Yeah. So that's gigabit Ethernet, right? Out of the circuit.
Yeah. Yep.
I know this is probably the most inappropriate time to test this, but I'm gonna teleport to the surface.
Okay. See if I can. So what we're doing is we're trying to figure out. First of all, the developer told us not to do what we do. We're trying to find the limits of the software, of what it's actually capable of, and pretty much just sending it until we break the game. And obviously, in multiplayer, there's some synchronization issues that have always kind of been there, which is fine. Not a huge horrible thing. But it just, the numbers we're seeing aren't matching what is happening. No, and it's weird because like when I flew down, like if I fly down here again, unload the site. So we're at 15 minutes right now.
Yeah, so I capped out at 4 megabytes, so that's probably due to the internet though. You know, I'm on the other side of the planet. You, however, can hit a lovely 30 megabits.
So, and then when I come back, it's like nosedive down.
I'm also walking over the surface.
And it slowly climbs back up.
But yeah, so to reiterate something Clum's already said, pretty much after today we're going to be taking a break from this stuff. Have something more fun on stream for everyone to watch.
But it's fun for us. We don't want to like, don't get me wrong. This game is fun. But this Crystal Caverns. So basically, what you do is once you get to the Crystal Caverns, you place your C5. Right, you get power to your C5. As soon as you power your C5, you get 8 cryoplasm spawners that spawn at, like an asteroid, right? And then you start getting this blue stuff forming, and it will basically go, and any lasers, machines, anything that it can, it will basically crawl over and freeze and shut down. So you're trying to get melters and lancers down here to this thing to basically melt all the cryo from around the GUI center here. And once you kind of get that exposed, you go back here, and there's distance requirements on a lot of this stuff where it has to be a certain amount of range, and then you start building the magma board. The magma board drills down to the magma caverns and basically creates a basically pulls lava into the cold cavern. We stick the lava in a pipe, send the pipe down the hole, and use a flamethrower and melt the GUI center. And you can only have one of those running at a time. So what we'll end up doing is we'll run down, we'll melt the one, we'll come back, we'll go over, we'll melt another one, and then like we'll and then you just melt them one at a time, and then once you kill them all, then it opens the next game, which is the railgun in space. So we're currently trying to get to where we can melt one, because as soon as you melt the first one, you get flat world. And then as soon as you launch the railgun the first time, you really launch it, you get some points.
Just letting it catch up. I've made it mad.
Yeah, I had to have Peak Creator flat world. Because I think the last time we killed one of the cryo spawners, we had it modded, so I didn't get it.
Yes. Which this time around, that shouldn't be an issue for you, Tom. I hope.
You can. You can mod that so that it works. I'm not saying that that's what we did, but Pete may have done it. And then installed one right here. Yeah. It's always good, especially the first time to play, and get. I like playing a game through unmodded, like because if you don't, then you start talking to somebody later, and you're like, "Oh yeah, just read the this thing." They're like, "The hell are you talking about? How'd you get that? Oh, you just put it in here. It's easy." And you find out later it's a mod, and you don't realize it.
Yeah. I was lucky and unlucky. I played all 3 games. Well, the base game and the 2 expansion packs with the developer. So I've done my vanilla playthrough. It was great. I made DJ very sad.
And then, like
Seriously,
I said,
Plum, if
Go
DJ
ahead.
does any playthroughs of FortressCraft 2, if it happens, you should totally get in on it, even if it's only for a few hours.
well, he
It's
said,
loads of fun making DJ sad.
well, I live for making DJ sad. Right, people. Bad thing.
$60.
4 days. It tells me I can only 60 hours on it. Even 40
Sorry.
if I'm correct, but
Rapid, Q-Core, and I, 24 hours for Frozen Factory maximum.
yeah.
You
If you have,
can do it in... Yeah.
we have 30 days on this. Yeah, and those numbers are if you know exactly what you're doing, you already have a plan, you already have an idea. If you actually have, and DJ said that those are single player numbers. So if you have multiple people, it rapidly can destroy those numbers. Especially if you have several people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, if you've got multiple people available who... If you have experience, knowledge in the game, you can get it done in 48 hours easy. If you've got the beta testers just scared. But no, the times are only ever meant to be a rough estimate, so like, play at a pace that suits you. Like, if you don't want to rush, don't rush. Just save yourself the pain and don't cram things together.
Well, and the other side of it too is the dates of the speed running of it is like pretty much done. The community for FortressCraft is all but dried up. There's a couple of hardcore fanatics that are sitting around playing the game, streaming on Twitch, hoping that it gets DJ to make the next one. Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. Some crazy guys that, ask the developer questions and he tells them not to do stuff, and then they laugh at it and go, "Screw you! I want to do it anyway."
Yeah.
I don't even know why I asked you that question. I'm still going to do what I was told not to do. I'm pretty sure that was DJ's idea. It's like, why did you even ask me?
Gotta admit, I'm really curious in what the limitation is on the server, because I mean, the server's got more willy in the bank and it ain't using it.
So, and that's the reason I look up, right, is my server screen. My server, I put a monitor up, and that it gives me the readouts or everything that's going on with the monitor or with the server. So I can kind of keep an eye on it, and fine. It's not give a crap.
How the Falcor bombers doing? I have been kind of ignoring them.
It's probably
They are scanning and searching. Yeah, so it looks like the bombers are searching for targets that they can get to now. That either means that they're scanning too far out now, or they're everything they could bombers constructed. So guess it's time for me to put another batch of them. I'll be back.
Alright. And then, and other Twitch, man. Oh, so Twitch come out and released a couple of things. First, they banned gambling sites that aren't basically based or approved in the U.S., which I think is good. I think that for the most part, anything that's not an officially licensed site should be allowed. So all the CSGO skin sites, all that stuff should all be, none of that should be allowed on Twitch. People on Twitch should not be allowed to go CS:GO gambling sites because they're not regulated. There's been too many people that have basically like scammed and caused problems with people. Like it's horrible. Like just don't do it. It's just dishonest and wrong. And then they come out and I got another email saying that they were going to reduce some of the people that have special contracts with which that are a 70-30 split. If they make over $100,000, they're going to drop them to a 50-50 split. First reaction to this was there's an option for a 70-30 split. And second was, yeah, exactly. So it wasn't an option. It's just Twitch. There's a few creators. Well, no, there's still a few people that have the in their contracts where they get 70-30. But now, if you make over $100,000, they're going to drop to a 50-50 split, which to me seems really counter. Right? The problem is Twitch is trying to force us into running ads on our streams. And I can't stop the pre-roll ads. Like when you first join, if you're not a sub, I can't stop those ads. Like they play. I believe I have it set so that like every hour or whatever, the ads don't just automatically play, because they're like, oh well, if you have the ads play automatically every hour, then we'll give you a larger cut of it. I'm like, dude, a larger cut of 0 is still 0. Like, and I'm sorry, but no matter how much ad revenue I get, you know, even if say every time I ran an ad I got a couple of dollars, right? With if you really do the math, in order for me to get a couple of dollars for an ad break, I've got to run like several ads in a row, and I need to have 100 people in the channel. Like, and then every hour I'm gonna get maybe a couple of dollars or something. Like it's pennies of pennies. And honestly, the frustration that I'm causing the people that are watching, like, because I've been in several channels where people, they run the ads over time and they're like, oh, I don't know how to turn them off. Go on and turn them off. Go on your settings and say, remove me from this crap. So the and it's, they think that, you know, they're getting extra money from it, and you're really not, because you're only getting like $1 or $2, and it's not worth it. Because if you're forcing people, if you're frustrating people, because what ends up happening is I go in, I ask a question, and as soon as I hit enter, I start a 30-second or a minute-long ad break. Unless you're Pete, and it starts like a freaking 4-hour ad break because he's in Australia.
Oh, yeah. I sometimes get 16 ads.
Yeah, it's insane. So I get frustrated with like 2 or 3 ads, or, you know, I think the most I've ever gotten is like 5 or 6 in a row. But it seems like every single time, like I ask a question and it's like, oh, ad break. Yeah, and people, I don't want to watch. Man, like, I understand they need to pay for the service, but I'm sorry, the ninjas and the Pokemans and the Amaranths and their subs are paying for the service. Like me pestering our poor viewers with an ad every hour. It's sorry, it's not going to help anybody.
Yeah, funnily enough, Twitch's change in ad policy has caused me to stop watching Twitch streams that I'm not subbed to.
Yeah,
I'm only subbed to one stream now.
Well, yeah, and like I'm only subbed to one also myself. Yeah, and the reason is it's just it's a disposable income thing, right? Like, it's like I want to support people, but it doesn't make sense to me because I'm not supporting the creator. I'm supporting I'm supporting Twitch. I'm supporting Amazon. I'm not like, because I'm it's only $5. Which I guess there's been a new rash of those out. Like, I don't give a children. Who am I to judge you for what your life situation is and how much money you have to spend on extras, on luxury items? I'm sorry, Twitch is a luxury item.
I never actually told you about that earlier. So I'm not gonna give much in the way of details. So, Twitch, no need to be listening on this one. But basically, someone was on their phone, ignoring chat.
Yeah.
Or we think they were just staring at chat on their phone. And the clip I've seen, someone donated $1, and the person went off at them for only donating $1. And then shortly after that, there may or may not have been threats of banning people if they didn't sub. So, yeah.
But like, I understand that some people do this for a living. I get that, and they put their livelihood on to do it, and they've been told over and over again that, like, once you make partner, like, you're good, right? It was the same thing when affiliate came out, and the next day you had a bunch of people quitting their job because they got affiliate. We're like, you know, it doesn't actually work like that, right? Like, you don't just get affiliate and money just starts falling out of the tree. Like, I've been an affiliate since pretty much the beginning of the affiliate program, and I made maybe $1,000 from Twitch, maybe, and that's over what, 5 years or something. Like, I have not made a lot of money from Twitch, but I'm not here for money. I'm not here for my personal gain. I'm here for extra money. And I'm here to build a community, and I'm here to do that stuff. And am I going to turn down the extra cheeseburger every once in a while? Nah, dude. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Am I going to get upset with somebody because they wanted an extra cheeseburger instead of buying me an extra cheeseburger? Sure. Go buy your own extra cheeseburger. That's your money. You earned it. You worked for it. Do what you want to. Yeah, but that comes to the whole. Oh, and then that's the other problem too, is you have the people, and I see the ninjas and the Pokemans, because those are the names that pop up. Those are the names that people recognize, right? the problem is honestly at that point. So you have two types of influencers in the world, right? Are the ones that make a lot of money. You have two of them. You have the ones that are out buying Lamborghinis. You have the Logan Pauls and those guys that are out, buying Lamborghinis and destroying things and just wasting money and like renting houses and stuff like that. And then you have the Cletus McFarlanes. You guys, that's probably not a name that a lot of people are especially in this community, are aware of. I'm a car guy. I love building cars. I love working on them. I love the idea of doing it and tinkering and building and stuff like that. To me, building a custom computer and building a custom like muscle race car is the same thing. It's just a different. So I really appreciate it. So Cletus McFarlane started out on 1320 Video, which is a drag racing channel. And he was just kind of wanted to help, wanted to learn. Made a video, went viral overnight. And once that went viral, the guy that runs 1320, Kyle, basically said, "Hey, look, dude, you need to make your own channel. I'll help you get it set up. You need to make your own channel. You've got something." So he helped him and got him set up. And now Cletus has gone off and he's got his own racing channel, and he does drag racing and he builds cars and he's done this stuff, right? But he's taken that money and he has his own shop. So he has a shop that has his own dyno in it. He has his own lifts in it. He has, I don't even know how many people. He's probably got almost 100 people working for him now. He bought a racetrack. So he found an oval track that was basically, gonna die. And he brought it back. He's now started his own live pay-per-view events. The Linus Tech Tips of the world, right? The ones that have taken their YouTube fame and turned it into a thriving business. That if for some reason something does happen to their YouTube, then they still have the ability to survive and live, and do what they love. And then you have the other side of the spectrum, right? Of Artesian Fields, where they decide that they want to go dump on the little guy and make fun of people because streaming is hard. And if I'm a computer manufacturer and I go build, the biggest streamers on the channels, free monster computers, and have them, basically hand me popularity, that's easy way to grow a channel. But you can't go off and dump on the little guy and forget where you came from, right? That's like, it's very important to me, especially in the channel and with the way we do things, that I don't treat someone differently if they subbed for the channel for 40 months or if they've shown up and chatted in the channel for 40 months. Like, to me, the money that somebody spends to help, like I said, I appreciate it, and I hate to kind of keep coming back to it. I'm gonna die. Find a place to put a battery in charge. I appreciate it. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm thankful. But there's a difference between being thankful.
Shut up and take my money.
I can't be one place. Well, and so, all right, and here's my true thought process on it, right? If you sub to the channel, you get some benefit. you get removal of ads, you get a couple emotes. I need to get the emotes better to make that as a thank you. And I don't. And most of the month I try to move back to Extra Life. But if you sub to the channel, the truth of it is, if you pay $5 to Twitch, I get like $2.50. Okay. If you go to Twitch and you buy bits, spend $1.40 ish. I don't remember the exact number, but you spend $1.40 and you can give me $1. So Twitch is still taking a third of that money, right? So, and I understand Twitch needs money to run the service. It costs money to run the service. Like, it's not free to run Twitch. I get it. They need money. But there needs to be a balance, and there needs to be a thing. Like, Twitch would have been better off. Honestly, they would have been better off when they made the announcement saying, hey, we're going to take this 70-30 split, and anybody that has it, if you're over 100,000, we're going to take you to a 50-50 split. And oh, by the way, we're rolling that out to every single person that's in the affiliate program. Because at that point, the amount of people that would be screaming, holy crap, you're going to give us more money, would have overridden the Pokemon and the Ninja that are crying because their millions of dollars is getting cut, right? No. I know it's the other way around. Like, nobody else is ever getting that 70-30. And as soon as they can figure out a way to take the 70-30 away from the people that have it, they will. Which is literally cutting their nose off to spite their face. The people that and the really slap in the face in that email, the real slap in the face in the email is the way it's written, it makes it sound like they want to give everybody the 70-30 split, but they can't because it degrades the contributions of the people that do have the 70-30. If you actually look at the numbers, they wouldn't lose revenue. So some of the specs that are out there, the top 1% of streamers on Twitch have like 75% of the views or something, and so you could literally take Ninja or Pokemon, drop that number for them, and basically just pay everybody else 100%, and Twitch wouldn't notice. Yeah, and some will. You're gonna lose some of them anyway. But like, honestly, like that, it's like when Ninja left and went to Mixer. Like, I all joking aside, if Mixer would have come in, hell, if Facebook would have come in and told me, hey, we're going to give you $20 million, but you can only stream on Facebook gaming, and I'd been like, okay, cool, I guess we're moving to Facebook. I've been like, I need to make one more stream, and then I'll do it. And I'd come in, I'd have been like, hey guys, sorry, they just offered me $20 million to go to freaking Facebook gaming. I gotta go. Because I would have I could donate a bunch of money to Extra Life. I could, I would quit my job and, yeah, but yeah, and they did, and then Mixer died because that's how Microsoft does it. They throw a bunch of money at it, and then when it doesn't happen fast enough, then they shut it down. Honestly, dude, I was getting ready to move to Mixer. Like, Mixer looked like it was going to be the new hotness, and I was seriously figuring out, like, I was thinking about shutting down my affiliate program and dual streaming, and then kind of seeing where it was, and start working at it, and trying to figure out, where it is. And the only reason I don't do that like on YouTube right now is I don't want to split the community. Basically, I have started uploading stuff on YouTube. I take all of the VODs after we get done. I move them over there. I have a couple of videos that I make specifically for YouTube. I made some videos for a game called Insect Swarm, which I haven't streamed. Backpack Hero, I made a couple. I'm probably gonna make some for other things. I'd make more, but I need a better. Well, I guess I could probably look at upgrading my laptop. If I had a 20 series card on my laptop, I could probably. But I was looking at doing that, and then Mixer died, which the Scrubby McDiscopan, because we can't say his real name. I think that's what happened to him, and why he got removed from Twitch. Because the Mixer, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But but yeah, so it is what it is. And competition is not a bad thing, but it's my problem is separating the community. And the other issue I have too is every stream that I've seen that does multi-stream like that, it's just confusing to the viewers, and or you either ignore people and one of the services doesn't get responded to as quickly as it should, or you have all of the chat messages being duplicated onto another another service, or it's however it works. It doesn't work well, because if I'm on Twitch and somebody else is on YouTube and we're both talking, if you duplicate my messages on YouTube but you don't duplicate back to Twitch, then there's confusion, and then depending on which one the streamer's watching, they may not respond to them, and it just makes it difficult. And I have enough trouble just keeping up with chat and just Twitch, so trying to get multiple streams to try to keep up with would do wonders for my freaking interaction. We're down to 11 minutes, Pete.
Well, that's definitely going a bit better now. 100 million power to go.
Yeah. But yeah, so it is what it is. So I just decided. YouTube upset me a long time ago because I got 3 copyright strikes on a single video. On a video that I had permission to do, and so I got frustrated with YouTube. So I stopped uploading stuff. If you go to the YouTube page right now, there's a video on there from 6 years ago. It's got 150 views or something. And there's a video on there from 6 days ago that has 150 views. So I was uploading, and then the name of the game was Delp Wars. And it's an amazing game, especially if you like shooter, scroll 'em ups type stuff. It's a really cool game, a really cool idea. Yeah. And I was really happy to play it. but they had licensed music in it, and I talked to them beforehand. I'm like, "This is all good." Yeah, they're like, "Yeah, it's good." And then I got 3 copyright strikes. I contacted the devs, and they're like, "Oh no, it's fine. You just do this." But that copyright strike stuff is written so, like, if you do this and you're wrong, we're gonna shut your channel down. So instead, I just deleted the video. I was like, this isn't worth me getting into legal trouble over something that I truly, honestly was doing out of the kindness of my heart, trying to help a dev, and getting, my channel shut down for it. So at that point, I stopped uploading to YouTube just completely, and just kind of was like, screw them, get off my lawn. So now, recently, I've started uploading again, and it's doing better. Obviously, I would be happier with a lot more subs over there, but it is what it is, right? And honestly, it's time or money, right? There's things I could do to try to generate stuff over there, but it's one of those things. Like, it's the same thing on Twitch, right? I could go into my thing and just be like, I'm giving away free games, and if I gave away a $50 Steam gift card every single day, I'd have lots of people in there. But it turns into, hey, when's the giveaway start? Hey, when do I got to do for the giveaway? Hey, this giveaway. And that's not what I want to do. And then the problem, the other issue with stuff like that too is then as soon as the one day I don't have a giveaway, like, the numbers just implode, because nobody gives a crap about the game we're playing or what we're doing. They only care about the giveaway. And I honestly would, and it's going to fluctuate anyway. And honestly, if I do give stuff away, I would honestly rather give 20 games to a Silent Soul, or an E, or a P, or an M18, or Prez, or any of these people that have been in the channel back and forth. Life takes them away and then they come back. Like, I would rather give 100 games to one of those people than give 100 games to 100 randos that showed up just because there was a big game. Because you guys are going to come back, and y'all continue to come back, and I want to use the giveaways as a thank you to the people that are supporting the channel. Not to somebody just come in specifically for the giveaway. It's going to take the game and never see them. But now, that being said, the way the giveaways work when I do them is, if you're here, you're following me, you're eligible. Because I can't put any restrictions on it, because then it's not a giveaway, right? Then it's that's just the rules are the rules, and whether I agree with stuff or not, the rules are the rules. So I try to make it very simple, very easy for people to follow and do, because I don't want, and honestly, the only reason I even require people to follow is, well, first of all, I've given you something. You can at least throw me a follow. You can unfollow later, but it makes me feel good for a minute. And then the other side too is Streamlight's chatbot. It requires entry to enter the giveaway, So I set it to one ticket, and as soon as you follow, you get 10 tickets. So as long as you follow me, you have enough to basically enter all of the, enough, more than enough tickets to enter giveaways until your time in the chat starts giving one. Under 4 minutes peaked. Like watching paint dry.
Can you hear all the Falcor bombers going off?
Yes. It's fast. Very.
They sound like they're having a blast.
Now they just need to hear that. No, I do things very, very methodical and very. I want to be inclusive. I want people to feel like they're welcome. If they want to be, like, if you want to be part of the community, I want you to feel welcome. I want you to come hang out. I want you to have a good time. Contribute. Have a good time. Why did all my lights just turn blue? Did somebody turn my lights blue?
Somebody turned your lights blue.
Oh. I was like, why are all my lights blue? So I want
quickly check the door.
I want people to feel like they're coming in and they're appreciated and and like I said, and I hate to harp on this because I'm afraid somebody's going to take it as me, asking for subs, and I'm not. I really am not. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, please stop. No. Yeah, sure, subs help, and they help the channel grow. And the more subs we have, the faster the channel grows, and the more we're, the algorithm pushes us. So that's why I don't stop them. That's why I they're a necessary evil in my eyes. But that's not what I'm here for. Like I have a day job. I do okay. I survive. I'm happy with my job, the money that I do this for fun. So, and I'm worried that as soon as I go from doing this for fun to doing this as a job, I will hate my job. So I would much rather focus, especially now when I'm not worried about this being a job. This is a hobby. Even though I do treat it, I do put the effort into it, trying to make it a job. I would rather focus on having good community, having good community members, and having people in the community that want to be part of it and want to be here. And if I focus on that, the subs and the other stuff, that stuff will happen. But if I focus on the subs and the money, the community will not happen. If that makes sense. And that's kind of where my focus is. So it's one of those that old, if you build it, they will come. So if I build a good community and I build a good structure and a good support structure for the community and a good group of people, then yeah, the money and that stuff will come. But it's not that important. We'll think we got. And honestly, the growing the channel and getting larger, the YouTube stuff, the Twitter stuff I do, everything that I do is so I can grow the channel, so I can bring more awareness to Extra Life and raise more money for the hospital. That's really, really my goal, and it's not. That is truly my goal. So if anybody really doesn't know, and honestly, I probably need to to record or cut this out. I don't know how to set a. I have to or something later. Where are we? We're at about 2 hours 17 minutes. So, all right. So, extra life. Extra life is so important to me. It is the reason that I started streaming. The reason, that we're here. So when I was 9 years old, I had a horrific accident, and this will get a little bit graphic. So, but when I was 9 years old, I stepped on something called a hurricane glass. If you go and you can go do a Google search for a hurricane glass. It's a type of glass that typically a hurricane is an alcoholic drink. So there was a hurricane glass that was at my house, and it was raining and nasty outside, and we were doing exactly what we were told not to do. Glad to see we learned from my lessons. Gesturing at the screen, by the way. And we were running inside the house, and my mom told us not to run inside the house. So we were kids, we couldn't go outside, we were running around inside the house. At some point, somebody ran around the corner, knocked the glass off of a counter. I come around the corner and stepped on glass. Freak accident. I'm not here to accuse anybody. I'm not saying whatever. Freak accident. Shit happened. Okay. I cut my foot in half. Now, when I say I cut my foot in half, most people go, "Oh, I cut my foot in half." No, I cut my foot in half. I cut my foot from the bottom of my foot, top of my foot, on the arch, all the way to the bone. I spent 12 hours in the operating room. They stopped counting at 200 stitches, and I was 9 years old at the time. I am now 48 years old. I still have a 4-inch scar on the side of my foot. So basically what happened is I got to the hospital. The hospital didn't know what to do with me because I was taken to the local hospital that wasn't a children's hospital. They were so worried about my foot and my ability to be able to not die. They called Texas Children's Hospital. Texas Children's Hospital loaded the surgical team into a van and drove the surgical team to the hospital I was at because it was faster than getting me to their hospital. And basically drove the surgical team to me. They spent 12 hours in the operating room putting my foot back. I truly believe that if it wasn't for that surgical team on that day, I wouldn't be able to walk. I believe. And more than likely, I seriously could have died that day. That team gave me a normal life. And it gets a little emotional for me, and it gets a little I would not have had a normal life. So silent so said at least amputation, right? And it quite possibly could have led to it. The way the skin was cut. Build over. It doesn't like us digging that hole. The way the skin folded closed the arteries off of my foot, which kept me bleeding out, which would have killed me before I got to the hospital. Evie!
Yeah, we woke up some sand.
Yeah. So the trick is, though, now you have to remember, we're in 2020. Like now, if that happened to a kid, they're like, okay, microsurgery, it's not really an event. This happened in the 80s. Specifically, like 1983. 1984, right? Okay. That was the Stone Age That was 100 years ago. Okay, it was like 4 years ago, but still, it might as well have been 100 years ago. They might have well been operating on me with flint and steel with a freaking campfire behind them, right? It's crazy, right, to me to think that far back that they were able to put me back together. So now, we call it 8 months ago. It feels like so long ago. It feels like it feels like a different lifetime. So my goal with the channel, with Extra Life, is to raise awareness and to try to help, just help another child, just help another kid. If I can raise just a little bit of money that goes to the hospital to help another child that can then maybe go out to live a normal life, I don't need to know them. I just know that they're there. Like that, I paid it forward. Yes, there's lots of red flags. I see it. I can help another kid. Then I repaid my debt, right? I repaid those doctors because that's the best way I can thank them. And I've kind of gone back and I tried to figure out who the doctors were and the nurses were, and I don't even know where to start. The few things I found dead ends, and I don't even know where to start to look for that information. But the best thank you I can give to them, at least in my mind, the best thank you I can give to them is to raise more money to the hospital. For me to have grown up, went to the military, proven that the work they did on my foot was amazing, right? And for me to then come be a successful adult and start providing help for other kids and giving money back to the hospital. That is the best thing I can do in my mind. So that's what we do, and that's what we do here. Is we try to do that and try to do it. Now, how do we do that? We do it by doing stupid crap like this. So November 5th and 6th this year, we're going to be doing the Extra Life Game Day. Right now, we're building this big Magma 4 thing here, and we got Magma coming up. We're going to kill a bunch of monsters. November 5th and 6th, we're going to take all the money that people have donated throughout the year. Right now, the $170. Every $5 that's donated, we're going to add a threat agitator. We're going to start upsetting the bugs as much as we can, and we're going to see how many bugs we can kill in 24 hours. It'll be 2 12-hour shifts. We'll do 12 hours on November 5th. We'll do another 12 hours on November 6th. And we're just going to have a lot of fun with it. We're going to give some games away. We're going to just generally have a good time. And we're going to celebrate the fact that, this hospital does wonderful work and helps kids build kids. So that's the best thing I think of how to do it. And it seems a little weird that I'm, celebrating by playing games of, children being in the hospital. But that's really not what we are. We're celebrating that these kids are hopefully going to get out of the hospital and that they'll be able to return to be a kid.
It is
But yeah,
time.
so yeah,
We
Fine,
have
fine.
the magma.
Ma.
Magma. Alright, time to go melt someone's face off.
Face melt.
Surf seems to have recovered quite well.
Sad.
Surfer seems to have recovered quite well.
Yeah, it seems to be doing better now that we
Yeah, and we've got build orders again, so,
not beating the shit.
So, where would you like us to place the Inferno? Now, how this works is the Inferno requires 15 minutes of uninterrupted line of sight to the cryospawner. Now we get a maximum of 30 seconds where that line of sight can be interrupted, and we must clear it in that time. If we don't, we start again.
Yeah.
And you can guarantee the moment we built this cryo spawner becomes active.
Oh, I'm good.
So,
Well, obviously we want to build on the one that we're ready.
yes, but
I'm just,
where? Specifically where? Because,
oh, this one's angry.
yeah, that one's currently the active one. Don't worry, as soon as we start, it won't be.
Yeah, I don't know where line of sight to be at for it.
Well, hop on down here and we'll decide on the position.
But yeah, as you can tell, we have a few guns that we've set up for this area here. So these are mostly melters and lancers that are just spaced out to keep the cryo at bay, to keep this path clear. Because we have to keep this path clear for the dazzlers. So this dazzler here, basically what we're using is the melters to melt the stuff down at the bottom, and then use the dazzler to destroy it out of the bottom. Well, I don't know how far back it needs to be, or do we just place it directly under it? Like,
I wouldn't put it directly under it. Maybe. Well, I've got a moment.
I wouldn't stand there.
It's okay. I've already done the math on this spot. I can stand just here.
Okay.
So why don't we put it, say, here-ish?
Sure. I'm fine with that. Seems like a good plan. Let's do it. But yeah, so, and a lot of rants today about different stuff and money, and like, my problem is especially right now in the world, yeah, everybody's hurting. Everybody's hurting. It sucks. It's bad. It's not good for anybody. And for me to, or for anyone in that matter, to tell you that your amount of support isn't enough. That didn't seem to go well.
As I said, it
Do I need to put down more melters?
yeah, maybe our defenses aren't so good for this. Well, the good news is now we know what to expect. I would like to quote a comment Silent made. Line of sight seems easy enough. It's really not. Yup. So...
Oh, I died. It's raining ice. Yes, it's raining very cold ice. But yeah, so for somebody who think that they're so self-important that their well-being or their lifestyle is more important than somebody else's, to me is just messed up. Like I'm sorry, but there's nobody. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody's special, everybody's unique, everybody deserves to be able to function. Like you know, you could have air and water and healthcare, but if you have water, you don't need avion. You don't need Perrier. Like that's a luxury, and there's a big difference between having things.
Yeah, it's a little mad now.
And I think that's the part where people get confused, and they forget that, like, there's a difference between human rights and rights as a citizen, or rights as a right. There's everybody deserves to be treated as a human, to be treated with respect, and but there's a big difference between that and actual rights as a citizen of the country, right? Me as an American, I have rights in America. I have certain liberties where I free speech and all that wonderful stuff. Those things do not translate if I go to China. In China, my right to free speech is slightly hampered. Does it say how it's doing?
Yeah, it tells you how long is remaining. I'm trying to get some freeze on here.
No, I doubt it. Yeah, I definitely agree with the I'll pass the China thing.
Nope. Too much up. Hello, I'd like this canister, thank you. Hello, fancy things holding sulfur. I'd like some of you as well.
What's going on here? Oh.
Okay, I'd like to not die. Thank you.
I think we're having a power delivery problem.
Yeah, we definitely don't have enough. This was why I put the conduit underneath as a backup source.
I think it come all the way down, did it?
Yeah, it's underneath. It goes all the way down. You can see it under the glass firing. It comes up right there.
Did it shoot through the rock or something, or is it just further down?
Yeah, it shoots through the rock. It doesn't give a shit what's in front of it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I put it there. As a backup. I'd like some of this. Now we've had our timer reset on us. Damn it. I was hoping the bombers would target it, but guess not.
Well, can you just put bombers down here? Or is it because they're melting too fast?
Well, they're going the wrong direction. They're scanning that way at the moment.
Well, eventually figure it out.
So, what I need to do is put a battery here. Lancer there. Hello, yes, I feel very cold. Ow. My hope was that with the freeze-on boot thing there and the one here, I could get just enough clearing to keep her going, but yeah.
But you put another...
If we really wanted, we could cheese it. I could temporarily take down the Inferno, we could let it clear, and we could build it flush with the side of it.
Yeah, but I'm sure if you put it like right against it, like fine. I was thinking about going back here where you have the stack of batteries, putting another Dazzler on them, and have a Dazzler shoot across the top.
Yeah, the problem is we're not getting enough power here.
Oh.
Like, it is firing as much power as it can, because the problem is, if Cryo touches any of this, we lose the power. So it's constantly having its power wiped. Are they bombing in the right direction? Oh god, they're bombing in the right direction. Yes, okay. Damn it, can't see spawn. Because the thing is, I want this spawner dead by the end of stream.
Yeah.
So we've effectively got 5 minutes to stop it getting interrupted.
think we
and
made
then
it
I
bad.
move it so it's flush against it. Because I want to break from this.
Yeah. Oh no, we've got it. Like, it's just trying to get enough power out here to it. And we have the power. It's just it's traveling so far to get down.
Keep it on that timer because
So, and then the other thing too, guys, like I said, if you do know of another game, so we're specifically looking for a multiplayer, something fun, something different. We are having fun with like Grand Theft Auto Online. The problem with it is we don't have enough people to play with us, and obviously open lobby is not an option. You can't really do that because open lobbies is not a good plan. Great way to get your account banned because you know hackers do something stupid, and then next thing you know, you're getting banned for it. That happens. But I don't think GTA is in a Grand Theft Auto Online. So we're going to be taking a break from FortressCraft. We're still coming back for November. Oh, dude, the private invite lobbies are a godsend for that game. Like being able to push a button and only allow people I want into that game. Awesome. Private server is best 10 of 10. But I don't. That's not a game we can play 5 days a week. It's not going to be something we can sustain. So we're looking for something like Tectonica would be great, but it's not multiplayer out now. And Common Hood, but multiplayer's not out. Riftbreaker, multiplayer's not out. Cosmere would be interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be out. I don't know when it comes out. I don't think they've actually said when it comes out. And then I have a bunch of like single player like bullet heaven games, which I'm having fun with. But they're single player, so it's a different dynamic. So if you guys know of a game or something that we should look at, maybe Pete, what I do today is reach out to a developer, find out if it has its space simulator.
yeah. Well, it's about to run out of time for failures.
That last when it gets angry, dude, it gets angry.
Yeah, because we're out of power here.
Oh, good. I didn't like power.
So,
Yeah, I see.
give me a minute. I'm making my way around to an unprotected side of it. Let's just go. Block that asshole.
All right, you may have been volunteered as tribute.
Oh? Where do I need to look?
No, it was private messages.
Okay.
Bombers seem to really dislike that area over there.
Yes, well, now that it's touching. What the hell blocked it? How? But it's... I don't understand. Did I build it too high?
3x3 block.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Maybe I need to build it lower? Question mark?
Right.
Sorry?
You're too far out. You bring it closer to the B5.
Yeah. Hang on a sec, I gotta get out of the death zone real quick.
Because, like, from looking at it over here,
Yeah, I'm 1 over. I see what you mean. That's gonna be a pain to sort out.
it's like
Come on,
Christmas.
bomber.
It's snowing. It's just snowing liquid nitrogen.
Falcon bombers are still running, aren't they? Nope, they just ran out of bombs. Okay. I have 36 more.
Details? Details on what? Oh, just know that it's just details. Technically, most snow will kill you. It's that whole thing people try to play influencers with, exposure. Exposure will kill you.
It's very good of it.
Or I guess it's the thing that influence groups try to play with.
This is gonna suck a lot, but I gotta do it. It's not fun just running into the cryo. Alright. It's been moved across. Nope, immediately in regrowth.
Alright. Well, I feel like it was the first time I've been killed by a Dazzler.
Oh, your achievement's working. Cool. Well, where is it firing?
It was the first one, so fine.
No. Where is it firing?
Oh. Oh, Jesus.
That's not.
It says it's burning it.
I think it thinks it's attacking the cryo spawner over here.
There's no way it can get that crowd spawner.
No.
Well, I guess.
No, there isn't. But it
consume a
seems to
shit
be
ton.
trying.
It says that it's counting down. Maybe it's just pointing the wrong way.
Yeah, this one over here's calm. Because I got there. Yeah, but as soon as, yeah, but it keeps wiping because we keep getting regrowth, so we ain't gonna get this. So
Did we build a box around it that only allows the cryo out in front of the Dazzler?
no, at this point it'll punch through everything it can. I'm pretty sure.
Leave a big hole for it to get out.
But then again, it doesn't seem to be. It's supposed to punch through it. It's supposed to stop giving a shit.
Old feeties.
That is definitely firing a direction other than the one we want right now. I don't know. All I know is I've had enough of this for a bit. So yeah, we're not making progress, so. You working today?
Yeah. All right. So we'll regroup. We'll see. Maybe this weekend I'll see if I can build some, or maybe either do a Discord stream or something, and see if we can get some more stuff done. But with that, unfortunately, I am out of the times. Ernest is doing Dome Keeper. Wait now. Not that he really needs help. Dome Keeper looks like an interesting. So do me a favor, go hang out for a little bit. Tell him I said hi. I don't even know if it's going to tell like that we made it, but we'll get it figured out. You guys be safe. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.